Next, we come to the part about solving trigonometric equations, which is much harder than what you have in junior form. Let's take part A as example. In part A, when you've got sine theta is 0.5, hopefully you still remember that in order to remove sine theta or the sine symbol, and then you make use of the symbol in the function or the button in the calculator called shift sign over there. So you enter shift sign of 0.5 is a way to remove the sign from the from theta. So as a result, you got 30 degree at first, and that's all when you were in junior form. But now when it comes to senior form, or we have a extension about sine theta, you remember that sine theta 0.5 means they is positive. That means it's referring to quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. What does that mean? That means besides the answer 30 degree, sine theta sine 30 degree gives you 0.5, there should be another one which is also giving you 0.5 as the answer. So which means the answer now is not simply 30 degree, but we have one more. So in this case, now we need to make and generate the second answer by yourself by your understanding in sine, cosine, tangent. So which is an angle which is called reference angle. Now you've got 30 degree as the first answer, and you know there's another answer in quadrant 2. So you mark this 30 degree here as well. And then in quadrant 2, the angle is measured from positive x-axis to the terminal side. So with this reference angle 30, can you find this big angle out? Yes, it's 150. So as a result, part A, we should have two answers. Okay, maybe we have some more examples to demonstrate the idea. For example, if you have cosine theta is, let's say, is root 3 over 2. And then from calculator, you get your first answer of theta first, please. Again, which is also 30. And this 30 will be the reference angle. According to your idea about ASTC, so I write here ASTC. So root 3 over 2 means there is an answer in quadrant 1 and there is an answer in quadrant 2 respectively. So first answer, we have done. Second answer, we every time draw the reference angle on the x-axis. In quadrant 4, there is an angle 30 degree here, which means the other side in anti-clockwise direction is your answer. Can you figure out the answer by yourself? Yes, it's 330 degree. So it is the answer afterward. Next, some other question may pop up when you have negative. For example, I pick sine theta is minus 0.5 as example. By calculator, what have you got? Yes, you've got minus 30 degree, but it's not a suitable answer for us because the question requires theta to be between 0 to 360. So as a result, you have to understand minus 30 degree first and write it in another way. Minus 30 degree would be in clockwise direction. This is called minus 30 degree. So in order to write it in another way, so you need another bigger angle. So which means it's 330 degree. This is our first answer. But next, in order to get the other one, because sine is negative means that it may be in quadrant 3 as well as in quadrant 4. So that's why minus 30 degree in another way would be, we just consider the size of this angle, which is 30 degree. It marked as our reference angle for another answer. So on the x-axis, so we draw another 30 degree in quadrant 3, with 30 degree here. So that's why this big angle from the positive x-axis will be called the other answer of theta, which is 180 degree plus 30 degree, which means it's 210 degree. See if it's alright to you. And then finally, so how about we try tangent theta is negative 1. And then, okay, let's try tangent theta is, that means shift tangent, negative 1. So you've got the first answer called minus 45 degree, right? So you've got minus 45 degree, which is not a suitable answer as required by the question. Then this time I don't draw for you, but can you write down the big angle means minus 45 degree as well? Yes, it's 315 degree. But this 45 degree plays an important role as a reference angle, 45 degree here. And then in order to have another answer, tangent is negative means that is maybe in quadrant 2 or in quadrant 4. While quadrant 4 we obtain our first answer already. So that's why the other answer would be you draw another 45 degree in quadrant 2 so that this big angle would be our second answer. So it's 180 degree minus 45, which means 135 degree. See if it's alright to you. Wow, we suddenly jumped to a blackboard. Yes, because when you go back to the notes, there are several different type of questions which mark some tricks in order to find the answer. And then so let's see, starting from part B first. Square root 3 sine theta is cosine theta. This is a hard question because it's the first time you have sine and cosine together in a trigonometric equation. Basically, so we have two different tricks. One is if you have sine theta, cosine theta together, sometimes we'll be trying hard to change it into tangent theta by looking at the fraction. This is identity number one. So which means the other situation would be when you have square and square of cosine square theta, sine square theta, we may put it as a 1 afterward. So let's go back to part B. Part B, as I mentioned before, if we have sine and cosine together, we try to make a fraction. Removing square root 3, you have sine theta over cosine theta is 1 over root 3. That's why you have tangent theta is 1 over root 3. So the main target or the main trick of the question would be don't keep your sine and cosine together, but you find some ways to merge them. For example, now we merge it into tangent theta. So as a result, now we can start going back to the way how we solve it. 1 over root 3, that means it's positive. Positive means quadrant 1 or quadrant 3. And now you apply your calculator to obtain the first answer, as well as you need the reference angle to do so. First answer now, theta is 30 degree. And now you can draw a picture, 30 degree in quadrant 1, 30 degree, first answer. Okay, along the x-axis, draw another answer in quadrant 3 with the reference angle. And the big one will be the answer, which is, can you do it quickly? Yes, certainly. So it's 210 degree. And this is part B. And then let's jump to part E, as we are going to use identity number 2 as follow. So it is called 2 cosine square theta equal to 1 plus sine theta. And this is a bit different to part B, right? Because part B you have sine and cosine singly, but E we have cosine square theta and sine theta respectively. In this situation, it's very likely to be quadratic, but first of all, we shouldn't have cosine and sine at the same time, so that's why we change them. Not change them, change it. We change cosine square theta into 1 minus sine square theta by the identity on the top right hand corner. The purpose of it will be, now you have minus 2 sine square theta plus 2 equal to 1 plus sine theta. Put everything on the left hand side, you've got certainly an identity, which is in this looking. And now you can treat it like minus 2, minus 2y squared plus y minus y plus 1 equals 0. And now you may apply calculator to solve it by formula 1, if you still remember, which gives you minus 1 and 0.5. And then shift sine theta of minus 1, what have you got? Okay, shift sine of minus 1, which is minus 90, and turning it back is 270. So, but 270 doesn't belong to any of the quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why there may not be a second answer. which you need to consider the graph of sine, cosine, tangent, theta in order to judge whether we have like 90 degree or 180 degree in additional. And let's go back to the part about graph to understand it. While 0.5 shift sine 0.5, you have the other answer called 30 degree. Okay, 30 degree. And that's why 30 degree will be our reference angle for the first one. 0.5 is positive, that means it's quadrant 1, quadrant 2 for sine theta. And that's why we, on the x-axis, we draw a reference angle 30 degree in order to read the second answer. And finally, we've got another answer called 150 degree afterward. And this is the way how we do part E. Finally, we go back to part D. D looks very terrible, right? Because you have tangent where theta is very 3. I think the question is wrong. How about I change it to tangent square theta is 3. That makes the answer easily. Sorry, so please help to amend the question. And then so the main purpose of the example will be about square, because after taking square roots on both sides, tangent theta will be equal to root 3 or minus root 3 respectively. Wow, then this question is very funny that you will see, or terrible later. Root 3, that means it's in quadrant 1, quadrant 3. Minus root 3, that means there are quadrant 2 and quadrant 4. Well, that means there are 4 answers finally. But by the way, let's try shift tangent of root 3 in calculator first. Okay, so which is you've got 60, right? Alright, so that's why 60 degree, first answer, 60 degree. So it's also place the root of reference angle. And in order to get the answer in quadrant 3, you draw another 60 degree on the x-axis in quadrant 3, and this big angle is our answer, which is 240 degree. Here's the way. And the next, you still have some more answer by looking at the second answer called shift tangent of minus root 3. And now you try from your calculator is minus 60 degree. So minus 60, that means clockwise minus 60. So which means is, yes, 300 degree. Okay, but we don't use minus 60 as a reference angle, but we just look at the sine, which is 60 degree only. So on this x-axis, we read the second answer in quadrant 2. We draw 60 degree, the reference angle in quadrant 2, which gives you the second answer, which is 120. Normally, before the last answer, we change the symbol to or, and this is the 4 answers for question part D.